Hi guys, I'm Annabelle Knight and you're watching the Lovehoney YouTube channel, the place where we talk about sex and sex toys so that when you shop at the Lovehoney website, you know what the heck you're doing. In this episode, we're talking about things you should learn in sex ed. But before I dive right in, I've got to remind you that if you never want to miss another one of our videos, you're gonna need to click that subscribe button. When it comes to sex education, we are a little behind the times. It tends to focus on procreation rather than pleasure, safety, and consent, and all the wonderful things that I'm going to talk about in this video. So for the most part, when you have sex, it's not to have a baby, it's to have fun. Sex should be enjoyable for everyone involved, whether it's sex with yourself, with a partner, or with loads of partners. Now, the first thing you should learn is that wet sex is really pleasurable, and sometimes that happens from your body's natural flow, and sometimes it doesn't. Sometimes you need a helping hand, and that can be found in the form of lubricant. This is the Lovehoney water-based Enjoy lubricant, and it's suitable for pretty much everything. It's a great all-rounder. Add a couple of drops of water-based lube to your sex and it'll become really slippery, really frictionless, and a lot more pleasurable. And because it's water-based, it's also safe to use with condoms, with sex toys, and it's body safe as well. You can add water to thin it down, and you can reapply it as often as you like. Now, there can be a little bit of stigma around lubricant. People tend to think, oh, if I need it, I'm broken in some way, and that's just not true. You need to scratch that from your mind. Lube is for everyone. If you've never tried lubricant because you think it means something that it doesn't, then you really should. Just get a bottle, keep it in your bedside drawer. It lasts for ages, and use it as and when you need or when you feel like it. Now, the next point I want to talk about is safer sex, and that means using something like a barrier method to protect yourself from STDs, STIs, and unwanted pregnancies. Now, condoms are probably the most common form of barrier method, and they come in all sorts of shapes and sizes and flavors. Here's just a few. Now, getting the right size is really important. If it's too big or too small, it can cause extra friction or come off, and it won't be as effective. Now, if you're not sure which size to go for, then visit a website called They Fit. It's absolutely brilliant, and there's a handy size chart on there to help you find your perfect condom. Another form of barrier method contraception is the dental dam, or oral dam as it's sometimes known as. Now, these are usually latex or polyurethane sheets, and they're used to cover the vulva and vaginal area or the anus during oral sex. So this is what a dental or oral dam looks like. They're nice and stretchy, really pliable, and they're really simple to use. All you do is place it over the area that you want to give oral sex to, and then push your face into it. Doesn't taste of anything, so really non-offensive. So there you have it. Condoms and dental dams, your two main types of barrier method contraception. Next up is the fact that for many people who own a clitoris, internal stimulation just isn't enough to make us orgasm. So we're gonna need a little help from either fingers or a sex toy. A sex toy like this is really easy to use, and it's great for solo sex, group sex, or couple sex. It's called a bullet vibrator. It's nice and petite. It's easily slipped between partners during sex, and it's primarily used for clitoral stimulation. Now, clitoral stimulation is really important, and it's one of the key components for a lot of people when it comes to orgasm. A bullet like this is really simple to use. It comes with batteries and has a button on the base that all you need to do is press and it'll buzz into life. It also has a pinpoint precise tip, so you can pop that pleasure exactly where you want it. My next point is that porn isn't a very good tool for education. It's entertainment. Please don't watch porn and try and emulate it thinking that that is how you should have sex. Each sexual experience is different for different people. There's no set time, there's no set method, there's no set way. It's all about fun and enjoyment and having a constant dialogue with your partner to make sure that you're both having a good time. Next up is the cock ring. Now, these come in many shapes and sizes and different forms. This is a very standard jelly rubber cock ring, and these unsung heroes could save your sex life. They're brilliant for people with a penis if they struggle to maintain an erection, as they trap the blood inside the shaft and could make you last longer and be harder. They're really easy to use. All you need to do is pop a little bit of lubricant on the inside, stretch it over and down the penis, and leave it at the base of your shaft. Now, you can also get vibrating cock rings, which is brilliant if you're having sex with someone with a clitoris, as that provides that all-important external stimulation during penetration. You can also use cock rings to jazz up your sex toys. If you have a static toy like a dildo, you can just pop a vibrating cock ring on there and voila, you have a vibrator. The next thing I want to talk to you about, it's butt plugs. Now, the anus is largely overlooked during sex education because it doesn't make a baby, but it is packed with pleasurable nerve endings that will feel fantastic when stimulated, especially if you were born with a penis, because inside your anus you have what's called the prostate gland, also known as the P-spot or the male G-spot. Now, the great thing about butt plugs is that they can be used by anyone, as long as you have an anus, and I'm pretty sure we all do. All you need to do is make sure you use some good quality water-based anal lubricant with whatever is going into your bum, whether that's a finger, a toy, or a penis. Make sure you lubricate the anus and the object, and then gently and slowly insert. Now, anal lube must be used because it has a slightly different formula to regular lube, meaning that it's longer lasting and thicker, so you don't need to reapply it quite so often. Just pop a bit on the anus and then whatever's going into it, and then gently and slowly insert. Now, anal sex can be a little uncomfortable, so it's really important that you take it slow. It should never hurt, so if at any point you feel like it's painful, just stop, relax, and then try again or leave it for another time. Now, hygiene is really important, so make sure that whatever is going into your body is nice and clean. Now, you can use sex toy cleaner or the Lovehoney Fresh wipes. Now, finally, I'm going to round off with probably the most important part of sex education: consent. Consent is the number one rule when you're having sex with another person. Make sure they are comfortable, they are happy, and that they are enjoying themselves. And likewise, make sure that you are comfortable, happy, and having fun as well. So there you have it, things that you definitely need to learn in sex ed. If you've liked this video, please give us a thumbs up. For notifications, click the bell. If you've got anything you'd like to add, please pop your comments in the box below. If you never want to miss another one of our videos, hit that subscribe button. And if you just can't wait till next week, then don't worry, because there's another video coming up right now. Thank you so much for watching. I've been Annabelle Knight, and you've been watching the Lovehoney YouTube channel. Bye.